Okay. So, that's a pretty clever way of using kind of how many lives you've got left without using an AI, by using the body as a UI itself. Let's go for this one.
Choose a gate, Senua. Two gates, two gods. She's too scared. Which one?
Surt, the fire giant, has answered. He comes from a land older than mankind. And the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raise their enemies to the ground. Find him, Senua, and spill his blood.
She found the wretched old fool on her way back from the wilds. An outcast. He was badly burnt all over. She took pity on him, for he was not long for this world. Like her, who spoke of his own darkness. The Northmen.
I see, okay. Definitely going to be interesting to figure out the story of this. Okay, they're burned bodies. Kind of good to know we're in the right area. What else is there? I feel like the main entrance is over there, but we can explore a little bit. I wonder how many times they will use the focus element as well, because it seems like quite a key kind of part, like this. Oh.
Take him down! Take him down! Get him down! Too many of them. Find a safe position.
Okay, so you can kill them. So that initial fight from before was just a kind of a tutorial, and to show you what the combat is like.
Is the secret?
Still smell it. The sweet, sickly stench of burning human flesh. And I still hear their cries carried in the wind. You hear them?
Okay, I need like an N and a Y. So the Y is there.
I heard their screams.
Oh no, the Y is... Ah, the Y is here. I use the tree as the... That'll work, won't it?
What's that sound? Are they screaming? Violet screams. Focus. The fruits.
Okay, so it kind of helps you in a sense when you're getting close to the letter. It's just using the environment to get to it. That's clever.
The path to Hellhand is sealed to the living, but you already walk amongst the dead. Look towards the gate, and you will see that it has opened. When they first came to my lands, I knew enough of their tongue to beg for mercy, and they took me as a slave. I wish now that they had slaughtered me like the others. I rode their storm of fire, death, and slavery to many lands. This darkness you speak of, I know it well.
And I'm still here to fight it.
I wonder what the gods are gonna be like. Because if the kind of warriors are kind of a bit bigger, I wonder if they're going to be any larger than that, or if they're just going to be kind of standard people. Oh, I wasn't expecting that, okay.
Don't let them get behind you. End it now.
I do like the counter animation. It's very clever. It brings a different level to the combat. Yeah, the combat's pretty interesting. It's kind of basic in the sense that it's just a hack and slash, but it's still, there's that level of accountability and everything to it.
Fire gate of Surt. Know that only a sacrifice will stoke the fires of Muspel and let the dead walk through. Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
Okay.
Focus. In front of you.
Oh, okay. The whole map has changed. Interesting.
from the horrors it does offer. Because you cannot overcome suffering if you refuse to look at it.
I see. That was a clever little like illusion, if you will.
Where's it gone? The fire's disappeared.
It was everywhere.
Maybe it was an illusion.
It was a trick.
The pyre.
Surt
is through there.
for you. He's waiting for her. You can't get through. How will she get through?
She'll need to find another way.
Truth, Surt. Find your own path.
There's always another way.
There's always a way.
Find your own way.
You just have to find it. Surt is waiting for you. It was never going
The Northmen tell this story. Before the Earth was created, there was a world called Muspel. Because it was in the south, it was bright and hot, flaming, burning. Sparks that flew out from Muspel became the stars. Other sparks melted ice in the frozen world of Niflheim, creating the body of the first giant, Ymir. Muspel is one of the 9 worlds, and is now the land of the fire giants. And people from elsewhere cannot endure a journey there.
I see. I feel like I might have missed a few letters. We'll have to keep an eye out for some.
She needs to find it.
Another fire sacrifice.
Another fire sacrifice.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
It's too far.
She'll never find it. She'll never make her way back.
She needs to remember the way back.
What happens when she finds it?
Everything will burn.
Concentrate on where you're going. She needs to remember the path.
Everything will burn, then how will she find the way back?
She won't. She won't be
Oh,
able to
okay.
tell.
I think the voices kind of foreshadow what's happening. So that's kind of like a clue as to what will happen.
The Northmen say that the defender of Muspel is called Surt, the foremost of the fire giants. His name means the Black One, because he is like something burnt. The Northmen believe that he sits at the border of Muspel with his flaming sword, and at the end of the world he will leave his post. He will travel to Asgard and Midgard, waging war against all the gods. He will be victorious, and then burn the whole world with fire.
Interesting. I've definitely missed a few of them because that one is essentially the next in line, so we might be missing a bit of the story here, but I'm sure we can piece stuff together. Okay, so straight line from there and then left.
The Northmen made fire sacrifices, burning slaves like me to reveal the path to Surt. I searched for meaning in their suffering, in their eyes, but they just screamed like helpless pigs.
Okay, I think back this way.
your gods answer your prayers, Senua? I asked the gods for mercy, all of them, even theirs. None answered. In the end, I set myself free. Defy the gods, Senua! Find your own path, like I find mine!
My gods abandoned me! I am alone.
That was a bit intense, wasn't it? Okay. I wonder if these get trickier, or if it's kind of just a basic find and activate.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt. The Northmen believe that the world will be destroyed someday. They call it Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. Asgard will be attacked by Surt and the fire giants. A monstrous wolf will swallow the sun, and the gods will fight in vain against their enemies. There is nothing they can do to prevent it, but Odin ever seeks knowledge and magic, hoping to find a way to postpone that dark day.
Okay, I kind of have obviously a basic understanding of this, like Norse mythology. So a lot of it not necessarily makes sense, but I understand a lot of it, which is quite good to know. Okay, I feel like there might be something. I feel like something to do with the gate might be around here. But I think I'm just going to explore a little bit first. Yeah, let's go to the gate, I think.
The Northmen of Hell worship the Devourers, insatiable gods of darkness. I come from Erin, Senua, where I once followed my own gods, the Tuatha De Danann.
Why did you abandon your gods?
Senua, I was a man of knowledge, not a warrior. To survive, I did things. Bad things. Like you, Senua. The man I once was has died. And when that happens, even gods you worship can die with you.
Okay. Oh, it's clever. I do like this game. I do enjoy how it is very subtle in kind of helping you find what you need, but it's also not glaringly obvious. appears the fires are getting a bit more violent as well. Oh, I've got to fight as well? Okay, bring it on, dude.
He's down. Behind you.
Let it collapse, and have the courage to shed your tears. Raise your world to the prime!
My world is dead.
Only then, as with a newborn, will you see the world anew.
No, I see nothing now.
It's interesting in combat. I don't know if it was obvious then, but every time you kind of take a hit, I think I took 2 then. The voices in your head tell you that that you're going to lose and you're not going to make it, which is quite wild actually. It's always kind of like a negative thought whenever something bad happens. Okay, what's around here? People were just massacred, weren't they? Jesus. I feel like I explore too early. Because it's quite obvious that I need to go to that gate. But I'm just wandering around trying to... I think it's because I'm used to games that will have like collectibles and stuff. And hidden little Easter eggs. And I don't think this is that kind of game. So with that being said, let's go to the gate. And activate the letters.
Tell me truth. How did you escape your darkness?
Senua, once I found my purpose, I was no longer enslaved to the suffering I had to endure to reach it. Unclouded by fear, I could see it clearly in others. Even my captors feared the fire of Surt. And so, during one raid, I took my chance and ran, knowing that they would not follow. The fool ran to the fire. They left me for dead. Maybe they were right to. But here I am. Free.
I'm glad I found you in the wilds. I wouldn't have made it without you.
Okay, P seems to be the next one now. P and then a... I don't actually know what the letters are. Some of them are quite obvious, but some of them aren't. It's either like an L or something. I didn't hold it for long enough, okay. And that is the gate. So we should be able to now open this gate and then activate the other gate up top.
Senua, if I can survive the fire of Surt and escape my darkness, then so can you. Run, Senua! Run! Through the fire! Keep running! Go on! Nothing will stop you! Run, Senua! Run! Run! Run, Senua! Through the fire!
She's dying.
It's him. It's him. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This darkness takes everything. Everyone.
Senua, are you sure you want to do this? We can fight this together, side by side. We always do.
This is my battle. I have to face it alone, away from here.
Where will you go?
I don't know.
For how long?
I don't know.
I believe in you. You know that. Just promise me that you will come back to me. I want you to say it. I want you to say it.
I will come back to you. I promise.
Okay, big boy.
Stop them! Stairs! Get up quick! Get out!
I don't think that was meant to happen. I see, okay.
Right here! She's hurt! She won't make it! What's he doing? It's not... He's getting stronger! Stop him! Surt is getting stronger! Stop him! Stop him!
Okay, dude, chill. Is that over the top one that always seems to get me, I've noticed. Oh, focus. They give me help. Okay. Interesting.
Stay away from him.
I see. So basically when he's like inferno mode, you focus and it kind of slows him down and speeds you up. Which is really clever.
There must be a way to see past it. It's an illusion.
For every battle won, a greater battle takes its place. And so it goes. Until we fall. And in the end, we all fall. Even the gods have their time. Yet we still go on. Why?
I made a promise, and I will go to hell to keep it.
I die free, knowing you will carry my stories with you. I have fulfilled my quest.
Yes, you have.
When the darkness comes, I vow to guide you in this life and the next to fulfill yours.
Then I will see you in hell.
Be ready to face horror in the eye, as I have. To find your answers. Your quest. Your truth.
Well. So you can use your focus to kind of slow down things, I guess, and that's how you defeat the bigger bosses, which is quite clever.
Druth was a troubled man, a scholar turned slave. They tortured him, took him with them on their raids, drove him to madness, spreading this new form of darkness to new worlds, to my world. Senua saw a deep connection form between the Northmen and the darkness. If his tales of hell were true, then that was the source of it. She learned everything she could from him, until she too could see what he saw. Have you ever died before? It's a serious question. When the illusion of self is shattered, you simply cease to be. Though it may not seem that way to others, you know when it is true. You can feel it. A stranger in your own body. An imposter. And nothing is the same ever again. Senua has died before, and she will do so again. You can be sure of that.
I always seem to talk at the wrong time. It always manages to have audio cues as I talk. Hence why I'm being quieter than usual. Oh, what's up, dude? Oh. You're a new one.
Finish this! End it now! He's gone! Yes, Senua!
I have like 3 of them on me at the minute. This is a bit wild.
Behind you! Behind you!
Okay, let's get some space between us, shall we?
He's down. Finish it.
Oh, you can't. So you can press E on just people on it, the normal guys.
You can ignore the pain.
Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wrong button.
Finish this. Get out of the way!
The gate won't open.
She can't get through.
Why
Let's
not?
go to the gate.
She can't.
Why?
She's only done one test.
Just one.
She's only passed one test.
So you have to use your kind of focus to get past the heavier units, I guess, and kind of play around with that.
Raven, Druth said Val Raven.
I've also the voices also help you. They give you kind of like subtle hints as to what to do, which is really good.
is coming.
Very clever.
Challenge Val.
I believe I
There
missed
must
this
be
one.
another test.
I did. This was the 4th one that I was meant to get to.
The Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. But you weren't expecting that.
I see. I think between here and the other boss, there's maybe 4 more. Or it's these 5 that I'm going to go are in this section next. That would mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like there's potentially about 6 or 7 acts until the end. That's pretty cool. It's a nice little way of keeping like a track of everything.